Your big ass still ain't go to the gym yet? Don't even trip. This vlog is for you. I went to Vegandale Chicago a couple weeks ago and I had an amazing experience. I met a lot of cool people. And I also interviewed a couple people and they talked about why they work out, why they change their diet, and why their health matters to them. So if you're struggling on eating healthy or working out, this vlog is for you. Hope you enjoy. So you being 67 years old, why is it important for you to take care of your health?
Because I think you ultimately responsible for your own health. You know, we may go see the doctor and whatever, and we do need doctors, but you're responsible for yourself. You know when you're eating bad, you know when you're living bad, you know when you're not exercising. You need to do certain things to keep your health up.
Yeah, I agree to that. So anyone who's struggling to get their health in order, what's your advice?
My advice is start exercising, start walking, start running, go to the health club, take supplements, whatever you need to do to get your health in order.
I like that. That's some good advice. So what's the name of your business? And if anyone in Chicago, how can they come, find your business?
Barney's New Life Health Food. We're located at 3141 West Roosevelt in Chicago, right at the intersection of Roosevelt and Casey.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Can you date a girl who eat meat?
Oh man, that's a good one. I was actually thinking about this recently, and I don't think it'll work out.
Damn.
Long term, and I've heard of others that like tried it, and they all say eventually it just don't work out, And then when you really get into the science and the chemistry, like a lot of meat, especially pork and stuff, it has worms and it has some stuff in it. So that's what they're consuming. That's really what's in them essentially. So I'm just maybe I study too much, but I think at least plant-based or vegetarian, it'll be better vibes.
Okay, so anybody who want to put the meat down, what's your advice?
Man, honestly, you just gotta do it. Don't overthink, just do it. After like the first 2 weeks, you're not gonna miss meat. Like,
I agree to that.
It'd be like the first 2 weeks, as long as you push through, then there's no looking back.
I agree to that. I appreciate your time, dog. My nigga. So what made you put the meat down?
Basically I just saw, it started when I saw slaughterhouse footage.
Okay.
And it's literal hell on earth. Like I would never want to even step foot in that place, much less, participate in it. So I stopped buying, meat and stuff from grocery stores or restaurants or whatever, like animal products in general. But then I didn't really fully get that non-human animals shouldn't be used as products until I started watching YouTube videos.
Okay.
Luckily, the algorithm just got to me, and they started making points, and it's really when you think about what right do you have to use other sentient beings as a product, as something for you,
Yes.
No one else is here for you. We're all here for ourselves. We all, in order to use someone else, I'm talking it has to come with not just exploitation, but torture and rape and murder in order to keep all these products going and all this, keep it going as as an industry. So
Okay.
to feed this many people and stuff, But at the end of the day, harming anyone else for your own profit, no matter what species you are, is just wrong. Right?
Okay. So this is my last question. Anybody who want to stop eating from an animal, what's your advice?
I would say a lot of people just feel oh no, I love this thing so much, I couldn't or whatever. But what you have to do is not just look at the slaughterhouse footage, but think about not what it means to you, but what it means to the victim, because that's what actually matters. You know what I mean? Don't think of yourself, because you're not actually losing anything. It was never really yours to begin with.
Yeah.
You're taking something that didn't belong to you, someone else's life, someone else's bodily autonomy. You know what I mean? So, someone else's peace. Don't do it.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Yeah. All right. So how's your Vegandale experience like?
So this is my first time here. It's been super awesome. We're not from as close to the city, so seeing all these vegan options is very cool. It's a lot harder to find really good restaurants like this where we're from, so it's super cool to just have so many options and see it's really easy to eat vegan without sacrificing a lot of the food you like.
Yeah. So why is it important for you to take care of your health?
So for me, like, I'm vegetarian just because of a lot of health risks in my family that have come up. So I want to be around for as long as I can in as good of shape as I can. So that's kind of why I've been really focusing on being healthier about what I put in my body. So
I definitely understand. Well, thank you for your time, man.
yeah, thank you.
Man, so you being 47 years old, why is it important for you to take care of your health?
All right, so
You can hold it if you like.
all right, so 47 years old, right? Let's go back 20 years. Actually, we'll go back to how I was raised in general. My parents were in the Nation of Islam, so that background. And this is before I was. This is before I was born. They were actually taught by Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
So how to eat to live. So then that's how I was raised, to read ingredients. You know, I was raised with no pork. Friends, they were eating what is it? Ho-hos and wham-whams, you know, and things like that. Cakes, Oreos, all of that had pork in it. So I wasn't able to eat those kind of snacks and whatnot.
Okay.
So fast forward 20 years, I was in trade school, and that was when I took on serious to start to study holistic as what I know it is today. Then it was just me thinking that I was studying for diet.
Yeah.
Alongside with that, in trade school, I also decided to go to college and delve into psychology, because my interest was also the condition of our people, not just diet-wise, but psychologically, right? There's an issue with our people in general, right? So then, like I said, I was taking it serious on studying my diet and studying the psychology of our people. So it kind of condensed with one another as I was studying both. I read How to Eat to Live, studied that. I actually lived that for maybe about 6 months. After that, I went to vegetarian. At the time, it was weird to me because vegetarians, come to find out, they were eating eggs, you know, mayonnaise, tuna, and it didn't make sense to me. So if you're a vegetarian, then to me, I thought it was you just gonna eat vegetables, right? So being in different relationships, whoever I was with, the woman, if she cooked, you know, it might have been meat, so I would go back to the red meat, this, that, and the other. The reason why I took 100% serious of eating from the land, which is vegetables and fruits, that is the proper vegetables and the proper fruits that the Creator gave to us, that Allah made for us to eat, was my son's mother, her passing, right? And she was 10 years younger than me. So, and I'm saying that because how she grew up was oodles and noodles for dinner, honey buns for lunch, and Cheetos and cheese walking to school for breakfast, right? And that was at a young age for many years. So me knowing that didn't build her immune system properly, when she passed, and I knew that was one of the key factors of why she wasn't able to make it, because her immune system wasn't strong enough. I told my son, and I knew that he inherited some of those traits. I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna eat straight vegan, straight vegetables, and fruits. But I had to study it properly. It wasn't just me being what I was told. I had to understand the difference between, as they call it, alkaline fruits, you know, things that the Creator actually gave us, or hybrid fruits and vegetables. So that's really my journey, is making sure that not only my own health, but my son's health, that I'm building his immune system. If he chooses to eat swine, which I'm sure he probably won't, but just in general, you know, the tuna, the fish, he likes fish a lot, you know, that would be his choice. But at least I'll give that grounding, just like I had the grounding, which is the even reason why I went directed towards eating holistic and being conscious of what it is I put into my body. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we eat to live, then we'll live longer. But I was just talking to him earlier. It was a brother that I passed by driving yesterday, and you can see his gut was out, but it's sometimes you can see that there's this other larger, more protruding area that's right above where you see the stomach is. So you have your small intestines here, and then your larger intestine is going around it, right? And I was telling him, if I see somebody like that, I'm gonna point that out, that's the even larger intestine that's even more enlarged. So we're walking around with these guts, not knowing that that's waste. Trying to do the working out and things, it's not even fat, it's really waste inside of there. I just recently went through a diet where I was doing a fast. I was doing my, what do you call it, parasite cleanse. I was doing a parasite cleanse, and it was intense. It was a 21 day, the 14 days was drinking something specifically, And then the 14th day was, or the last 7 days was taking something specifically. But during that time, I could only eat raw, right? And when I say I haven't seen my 8-pack in over 20 years, even so that I had wrinkles in my belly button, man, right? So the parasite cleansing itself, it did what I wanted it to do, but also it took away a lot of that waste, you know, and just a contestant for those who are trying to go towards that, right? Take your time. The first thing I eliminated was fried chicken and cheese and eggs. Those 3 things, fried chicken, cheese, and eggs. Part of me it was 4. Sugar, because I have, as I call it, a southern sweet tooth, right? I love sugar. When I say sugar, I mean like candy. I like sweet things. So I had to eliminate those things, stop eating so much candy. I got a couple of cavities and whatnot, issues going on with my teeth, that also played a major role in it, you know. Getting older, still trying to look good, so it's like, man, you know, I can't be walking around with 2 teeth trying to talk to a sister, you know what I mean? In that order.
Okay,
So that's,
so this So my last question: anybody who's struggling, what's your advice for anybody to, you know, to eat right?
so like I say, take your time, literally. Whatever it is that's the hardest struggle, try to focus on that. It's something that Noble Drew Ali teaches us, is that if you get rid of everything, you'll destroy something, you'll tear something up. So start either where it's the hardest for you, but not eliminating that all the way. At the same time, doing something simultaneous. Like it's like doing things in parallels, right? Or in polarity, where what's easy for you to get rid of that. But what's most hard, work on that at the same time. If you can stop eating something fried, do it. Here's a tip. If you know you're not gonna stop eating fried chicken or fried fish, stop going to buy it at Popeyes. A key element to the terribleness, or what's most terrible about us eating these fried foods, is the oil that they're cooking it in. It's not even necessary that it's the meat, right? If you get some olive oil, not even olive oil, if you get some avocado oil and coconut oil and mix that, those are the 2 healthiest oils that you want to cook in. Those are the only 2 that's not gonna change its molecular structure, right? Now coconut oil, it'll burn up quick, so you wanna mix it with the avocado oil, or you can fry it with your avocado oil first, or by itself. But olive oil, leave it raw. If you wanna use olive oil, put it on your salad raw, right? Don't cook with it. Vegetable oils, or these seed oils, they're terrible, man. They're tearing your body up, literally. They're not good for you because they change the molecular structure, so it's something different. Even imagine this, when you are eating fried foods and it was cooked in vegetable oil, it takes about 500 to 700 degrees for it to get hot. So when you put it in your body, now your body has to decide if it's gonna break down this meat that you're really not supposed to be eating. It's already gonna take several days, maybe weeks for it to break it down properly and go through your system, or this oil that you have to, your body has to get to the temperature of 600 or 700 degrees. It's gonna go after the worst, which is the oil. So now you have this meat decaying in your body because your body decided not to try to break that down, but to try to break down the oil that is never gonna break down. Because at 500, 700 degrees, you're gonna be dead.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, that's a good advice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
But, All right. Yeah, man. But I appreciate your time, man.
My pleasure, brother, man.
Yeah.